Okay, today let's talk about deleted emissions systems. Yeah, deleted emission systems. I know back in the springtime, I believe, when we were talking about the road check for 2023, I had mentioned that I had heard that there's going to be some DOT checking the deleted emission systems in these trucks while they're doing road check. And I never did hear afterwards if anybody did. I didn't see any articles. Nobody mentioned it to me that they were checked or whatever. And it was kind of funny because in the comments of that video, and I got kind of made fun of and laughed at because they said they're not going to be checking for emission systems deletes because it's the EPA and not the DOT. And they said that they're not going to take the time to do that. They don't have time to check trucks to see if they're deleted, all that. I got a lot of those comments. Well, maybe I'll have the last laugh because I just found out that in the Western District of Michigan, there are two trucking companies, Accurate Transit, I think it is, and Griffin Transportation, that were found guilty on felony, federal, I guess, charges on deleted emission systems. Both companies were ordered to pay $500,000 each as a fine, and each company's going to be on probation for a year. Also, four individuals that had something to do with this scheme, is what they called it, were also charged. 3 out of the 4 were actually co-owners of at least one, and a couple of guys on both of those trucking companies. They got fined anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000, plus a year probation, and a couple of them got, I think, 4 months, maybe 4 months home detainment. So they can't go anywhere but their house. So they're basically in jail at the house while they serve out this probation time. So what they did was, everybody knows what delete is. Accurate, actually, their shop pulled off all the hardware that has to do with the emission systems in their trucks. They pulled off Accurate's and Griffin's hardware off all their trucks, I guess, and took them off. Then they took it to, or had a place come in called Diesel Freak. And when I read that, sounds familiar. I've heard of them before, maybe in Facebook comments on different posts. Maybe not, I don't remember exactly, but I've heard that name, Diesel Freak. They're the one who actually went in and updated the truck's computer so it would still operate correctly going down the road. So they're involved too, and I think they might be looking at them for other charges because they didn't mention anything about them in this case. But we can argue all day long. I mean, I'm not going to argue that deleted trucks run better, have less maintenance costs, get better fuel mileage, and all that stuff. But of course, what the EPA is saying is that may all be true, but it's horrible on the environment. And we could probably argue that all day too. Is it really all that horrible? Is the cost that it takes for these emission systems and the maintenance cost for these emission systems, we've all had DPF problems, filters clogged, derating. Oh, I've had that even at my LTL company. So, you know, is it really worth that for the little itty bit, I believe, of the carbon emissions that it saves from these trucks? I don't think it does. I think it's just a way to make money for the manufacturers of the DPF systems, emission systems, and there's probably money otherwise. That's way above my pay grade as far as figuring out who's making the money off of this. So, but that's my opinion, just my opinion. What do you think? Or do you delete your truck? You might want to think about it because they did this in Michigan, so they were successful. I have a feeling it's going to spread. Now, these are trucking companies, not individual truck owners, right? owner-operators that have one truck or two trucks. But they'll go after the companies first, and if they start having success after that, they will find a way to come after you if you've deleted your truck that you own. So, just a word of warning. I'm not saying don't do it or why you should or shouldn't do it. Just giving you a warning that they are looking at it. So what do you think? Deleted trucks? Did you delete yours? Are you going to thinking about it? Or are you thinking twice about it? Let me know in the comments. Stick around. Watch some more of my videos. I appreciate that. And again, still on light duty at work for my broken foot. Thank you for subscribing if you've subscribed to the channel. And if you have not, please do. Please consider subscribing. And we'll see you later.